Hello everyone, this is Pramita here. Today I'm going to show you how to make pocket folders in the mini size uh, that I use in my traveler's notebook. Now this is my traveler's notebook setup. And I have made a traveler's notebook folder using, just let me take this out, using 3x4 cards. So this is like this. So these were 3x4 cards which I have made into small pockets. So some of you had asked me to show a tutorial on this also, because this is, though it is pretty same, the concept is same, but you need to tweak a little bit in the process to make this work. So I'm going to show you how this can be done. So for this we'll be needing 4 Project Life cards. Now I have chosen 4 cards from Day in the Life kit of Coco Daisy, and 1/8 of an inch double-sided tape, or you can use glue also, but it works better with a double-sided tape, as I had mentioned earlier in a tutorial that I had done, that what often happens is when we glue the edges together, if we put a little bit glue more than that is required, it often oozes into the the sides, and then your pocket do not work as perfectly as you want them to do. So I prefer 1/8 of an inch double-sided sticky tape, uh, 1 inch clear tape, scissors, as you know, and to make the pockets have a little bit of room, I usually use scrap paper. These are papers from your printer paper. Printer paper will do, or any type of scrap paper which should not be very thick, because if it is thick then it will not be malleable and it will not uh, work properly with the system that I am telling you. So for this we'll be needing 4 cards, 3x4 cards, 4 cards, 2 on each side. So we're just going to pair them off like this. Like suppose I'm taking these two. Now I cannot glue them together like this on both sides and at the bottom, and there will be no room inside. So I need to create some room so that I can put stuff inside. So what I do is I fold up the scrap papers. Again, these are 1 inch strips. Fold up the papers into fan like structures, like when we were kids. I don't know if you can remember, like we used to fold them up in a fan shape. Okay, so the same thing I'm doing here, and I'm going to attach these on both sides, one on this side and one on the other. So with the help of the double-sided tape, I'm going to do this and show you how this is going to, just a second. So I'm just putting it on, measuring that how much is required. So if I put it from here, I think it will be around here, and I'm going to cut it with the scissors after the required space, required length, sorry. And then I'm going to, I hope I'm not off camera. So after doing this, what I intend to do is, to make the measurements correct, I take the backing off on one side, I stick it to the one side of the card so that I know, look very carefully as I'm putting it on the edge, on the edge. I know I am required to do this much. Okay, so then what you can do is you can adjust a little bit so that the white part doesn't show, like this. The white part doesn't show. Okay, and then I'm going to cut this part off. I don't need this. So now you can see we have made a sort of, you know, room, sort of like a accordion pocket folder sort of thing. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So for that, what I'm going to do is, instead of sticking the red tape on the paper, I'm going to stick it on the card itself. I hope you can see. Let me put it. Okay. I hope you can see. And then I'm going to chop this off. Now I'm going to take this part off, take the backing off, like so. And I'm going to put another fan shaped 1-inch piece that I have. Now remember one thing, I don't want the white part to show through. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to be very careful with that, and I'm going to, I hope this works out. Yeah, can you see how I am putting this part? That's all. Now you have two sides which has extra space for your other card to be fitted in. I hope this makes sense. I don't know. Here you have two sides. Okay, now we're going to fix the bottom part. Now for the bottom part, I have not made so many like so many folds. I've just made two folds, like 1-inch strip of paper, and then you're going to fold it like so and attach one part to the bottom and the other part on the other side of the card, the other card that we're going to use. So once again, I'm going to put red tape, double-sided tape, on the card itself. Let me see. Okay, so I have put the tape on the bottom of the card. Now I'm going to attach the white sheet. Not the sheet actually, it's just a small strip of paper, just to give it a bit of room. Otherwise, it will be of no use. So now I'm going to put this paper over here. I hope you can see. Now I have enough room for the card. Now you can see how it is coming through. We have two sides, we have the bottom. Now we just need to attach the other card to it. So I'm just going to trim off the extras. And attach the other card. So for the other card, once again, I'm going to put the, okay, I'm using this card for the other side. So I'm just going to put the tape on three sides of the card. I'm not going to put it on the paper because you'll find that it becomes a bit difficult to maneuver, to put it on the other side, backing up, you know. So it's better that you put the red tape on the card itself. Yeah, and at the bottom. Like so. So now we have the red tape on three sides, and I'm going to take off the backing. Now I'm going to take off the backing. Remember, the red tape is extremely sticky, so be very careful with how you take it off. Like, I don't know, it's not working out here. I have managed to peel off 2 of the sides, and then I'm on to the third one. Yeah. So now we have the sticky back ready of the other card. Now I'm just going to put the other card on top of this. So this is the bottom part. See, if you can see clearly, here is the tape. So now I'm going to put this on top of this. So be very careful with the edges, because if your edges don't line up, then this is not going to work. Okay, so now we have a little bit of extra out here which I need to trim. Okay, now see, we have a pocket. Focus. Yeah, now we have a pocket with enough room in it. What I use them for is, I'll show you later on, they serve a very big purpose in my traveler's notebook. I like the smaller pockets. So in the same way, you can make another pocket and then attach it in the middle. So this will be the end of part 1. Once again, I'm going to do it in 2 parts, because that way it's easier for me to upload. So I'll come back in the second part and tell you how you can attach rather, the 2 pockets and make it into a folder. Okay, so bye for now. See you for the second part.